Alright, what to do, Buckaroos? Today we're going to be doing a Sacramento Kings rebuild. Worst team in the league. Not in the West they are, but I'm pretty sure they're the worst team in the league too right now. Kings are in a bit of a weird situation because at the trade deadline they decided to trade Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis. So one of their best young players in Keon Ellis and a good vet who's making 15 mil a year for DeAndre Hunter. Um, I'm not really sure exactly what direction they're planning to go. I actually have a soft spot in my heart for the Sacramento Kings. I'm not a Kings fan. I'm a Bucks and Pacers fan. Mostly a Bucks fan, but the Pacers as well. And I feel like the Kings would be. I feel like the Kings are a team that just hasn't rebuilt properly in a while. They had a few years ago that playoff run that was all right, but apart from that, there really isn't much to talk about for the Sacramento Kings. This is not really going to be meant to be like a one and done type of rebuild. The goal is just to win in a few years. Because in the West, you got the Thunder, you got Wemby and the Spurs, you got Luca and the Lakers. You got teams that are going to make this a challenge to rebuild in the West. Like at the beginning of the year, I did my favorite teams, the Bucks and the Pacers, and rebuilding the East wasn't as hard. Rebuilding the West is going to be a bit more difficult. And one thing that I've been thinking of is that now that the NBA trade deadline is passed, I wanted to do a franchise for every team. But then I started thinking of it. There's only two rebuilds I plan on doing. I plan on doing the Kings rebuild now, and then a six-team expansion rebuild, where I'm going to start off each team the first year by rebuilding all six teams at once, and then I'm going to let the other five teams just kind of progress through and see what they decide to do, and then it's going to be like a long-term rebuild to go a bunch of years and just see how much changes we went over time, and see how we develop the team and whatnot, and make it interesting. I do know for 2K27 that when it comes out next year, I plan on buying the game right away, doing more of my career content, doing 100% more franchise content. Um, Usually what I do is I do a lot of Madden rebuilds, a lot of 2K rebuilds on my own time, and sometimes I stream them, sometimes I don't. But I actually plan on making a new channel solely just for franchises for all the sport games, just because that's the one game mode that I truly love the most. But there will still be some my career content for all the games that I decide to play. Currently on the channel I have now, I'm running a lot of new games. High on Life 2, Dragon Age. We'll see how that stuff intertwines. But long story short, LeBron James wants to retire. So we are going to dismantle the team. I love Sabonis. He's my favorite center in the NBA. But for the sakes of a rebuild here, the only player I'm going to prioritize is Keegan Murray. Uh, Maybe even Maxine Renaud. He's only 22. But I think most of the other young talent on the team, like those guys can stay. The young guys can stay, but most of the aging talent we're going to kind of dismember now. We're going to try to rebuild through the draft a little bit, and then we'll see where the team goes for the future. Keegan Murray, I believe he makes like what, 20 million a year, 25 a year, something like that. All right, a little bit around 25 and then more. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna try to keep Keegan Murray for the future. Next year when I do the rebuilds, I think doing 27 is gonna be more interesting because so many teams are building in the next year type direction. Like the Pacers got Zubac, so they finally will have a starting center. So next year with Tyrese Halliburton healthy, assuming they keep their top four pick, that's gonna look good. The Celtics with a healthy Tatum and they retain Vucevic, who's a center who could kind of play that Al Horford role, then that would be pretty good. The Cavs are going to retain James Harden, I assume, so they'll still be good. The Knicks are still in conversation. The Pistons, presumably, if they could make some sort of good free agency moves, they're the first seed right now. They could still be good next year too. Um, so yeah, the East is going to be pretty interesting next year. Not to mention the teams in the West are still going to be fun to rebuild. The Thunder, you probably don't got to do too much. The Spurs, you probably aren't going to do much. Like you can still make trades on those teams. We can still kind of make some fun franchises out of them. But I just feel like next year there's a lot of teams already built to try to win, and then we could do more cool things. And obviously you've got the teams that are tanking. That even the teams that are tanking right now look like they could be okay next year. Like the Wizards after getting Trae Young and AD, the Jazz after getting Jaren Jackson Jr. You could argue that those teams could be interesting next year. The Pacers who are tanking could look good next year. The Nets are the only quote-unquote tanking team where I'm not really entirely sure what I see and what they're doing. They could figure something out that I don't know of. Maybe MPJ is a bigger free agent recruiter than we know. Who knows? The Nets kind of have that affinity to go into free agency and say, hey, how about New York, though? And then the Knicks don't got money, but the Nets kind of just take people. Kind of like how they got Kyrie and KD that one time. Maybe they can use MPJ as like as like a face, be like, hey, you can go play next to MPJ, and maybe somebody will be like, yeah, all right. But anyway, back to the Sacramento Kings. Like 36-year-old Russell Westbrook. There's always a chance we could re-sign him, but we're better off just dumping for value. Same thing with Levine. He only got a 1 year left. DeMar DeRozan could be an off-season dump. Maybe we can flip him for some picks or something. I love Sabonis. I don't really want to give him up for nothing. Listening to the trade offers for Sabonis, I believe the Wizards, before they got AD, were very interested in Sabonis, but apparently the Kings wanted too much, supposedly. So I'm gonna kind of play somewhat similar to that route. I do have Maxi Renaud, who I think could start and be just fine. Because when I did my Hornets rebuild, I had Ryan Kalkenbrenner, and he developed pretty well. So I think we're better off not starting Sabonis, but if we could find a guy who's good, who has similar value, that would be nice. Like James Harden's got 4 stars, and then Max Strus has a 2 year deal. So, but then I would have to flip James Harden. So, like yeah, like like this I'd be fine with, but then giving up the first round pick is stupid. So we're just looking for some value in players. Khalil Ware and Rozier. I mean, that's kind of an okay swap right there. That's kind of alright. You get significantly younger. You get a good young center. Yeah, you take on the contract for Rozier. You flip it later, sure, whatever. You get a guy with 3 stars and a guy with 2 stars. That's not terrible. Just straight up go get Jaren, maybe. Um, we swap seconds, but we get Michael Porter Jr. Also not terrible. Brandon Ingram could be fun. I don't hate it. He'd be on a 2 year deal. I also could just flip Sabonis during the offseason, which might be the move. But first of all, let's kind of get rid of the contract of Zach LaVine first. He has that player option. I don't need him accepting that. And if he declines it, oh well, then we would have lost him for nothing anyway. So let's see. I'm looking for a guy who's got a multi-year deal who could kind of fit the landscape of my team. I'd be willing to take the Jordan Poole contract if it gets me a first-round pick. I think that's all right. I think I could live with that. Like, Jeremy Grant's also not a guy I'm completely against getting either, but I think I'm going to take the Jordan Poole trade. It nets us a first-round pick, and we do save a little bit of money. Jordan Poole's not the best player, but that's okay. He's a good shooter. I mean, he could be on the team for a little bit. We'll chill with him. Malik Monk was also almost traded at the trade deadline to the Warriors. Let's go flip him for something now. I don't know what yet. I'm not giving up a first round pick. I'm trying to not tank, but like still stay within the realm where the team is. That's just like get you off the salary. I like Obi Toppin, but that trade doesn't make sense. Bryce Sensabaugh is nice. He's only 21, but giving up that first round pick seems kind of stupid. Doesn't seem like there's many Malik Monk trades that I'm in love with. There's no point in downgrading it overall for no reason. Alright, there isn't a Malik Monk trade offer. They did just trade for DeAndre Hunter, so out of spirits of them just trading for him, I'll let him stay. I'll let him stay the year. Maybe during the offseason we'll look for a trade. DeMar DeRozan. Let's flip DeMar DeRozan. I might move Sabonis to the 4 just to start Maxine. Let's see, what can we get for DeMar DeRozan? A Miles Bridges trade, but we give up a second round pick. Drew Eubanks, DeMar DeRozan, we get a younger OG Anunoby. Yeah, he makes more money, but what we could flip, Emmanuel Quickly would be a really cool guard for this team. The money's a bit much, but I thought Freddie had a 2 year deal. Oh, he has a player option. Is it worth it just to get that second round pick? Probably not. Dylan Brooks, Isaiah Joe is nice. Isaiah Joe is nice. But we are getting so many wings if we make that trade. Just straight up flip for Jaden McDaniels. That actually is a good trade. Because Jaden McDaniels is a nice piece, but we're taking away from Keegan Murray and all the forwards we have if we trade for another forward. Draymond in a first. I might just take Draymond in the first. The money is about the same. He could play some backup 5. We'll take a first round pick. You consider DeMar DeRozan 3.5 stars nice. Draymond we can always flip later. Um, we'll figure out something with that. I think we're gonna place a bonus at the 4 for now. Start Maxine at the 5. I'm gonna let Draymond play backup 5, and then Cardwell will play backup 4. Move Keegan Murray to the 3. I think that made sense. You're the backup 5. You're the backup 4. You're the backup 3 now. Okay, well. Would Keegan Murray be an okay 2? I mean, maybe. I wanna play him at the 3. Um, Monk can play backup point. Yeah. And then you still got DeAndre Hunter. It is what it is. We have way too many bodies at the wing position. I'm trying to figure out something here. We'll trade Russell Westbrook. He only has 1 year left on his deal. Maybe trade him to a team that's a contender. Try to get him a ring before he retires. I don't think I can get him a ring before he retires. Hmm. I mean, I ain't gonna get you a ring, but maybe. Give him a first round pick. Get Quentin Post in a first round pick. Wow. Let him go play with Steph Curry. That's interesting swap. A first round pick from the Spurs with Bismack Biyombo. Honestly, yeah. Go pair him up with Wemby. Why not? You know, that could be good for him. Honestly, low key, this trade just makes all the sense for me. I get a young player who's going to be on a multi-year deal. He'll be up to 20 mil, yeah, but we'll figure out the logistics later. We'll have a whole off-season to figure out that stuff. Anyone who's on a 1-year deal, if there's any opportunity to make swaps, like Phoenix will give me a second, sure. I'm sure Drew Eubanks might be worth something more. Let me try to see who's worth more, like a first-round pick, yeah. Let me flip somebody worth more first before I worry about getting less. Like Precious, I don't need another wing slash 4-5 right now. So I'm willing to move him in a trade where we get better. A first round pick from the Celtics with Bismack Biyombo. I'm willing to accept that trade. We want some draft capital, but we also want the ability to like make moves. Like getting AJ Green gives me an opportunity to make a move next year. It also gives me a player who is valuable. In this trade, obviously, like Bismack Biyombo is not entirely valuable, but the first round pick is good. I'm gonna take the Spurs trade. Okay, we got rid of him. We can swap Drew Eubanks. We don't need this many 4 and 5s. This also allows us to maybe play a little small ball. You just lost Draymond Green, so you want another guy that works perfectly fine for me. Devin Carter might get moved later. We'll send you to Phoenix. Right now we're kind of stuck with Jordan Poole. Devin Carter we'll keep. We'll see what we can do with him. And now we kind of have this roster. It's a little different, and that's okay. We didn't move Sabonis. That would be an off-season move. DeAndre Hunter will probably move in the offseason. Draymond Green will probably be a trade deadline move. Alright, this is interesting. We still need to sign 3 guys to fill out our roster. So we'll just go sign. Actually, you know, maybe some of the 2-way guys we have on our team will just sign to the roster. I think that might just make sense. You sign for the remainder of the season. We'll sign both you guys for the remainder of the season, so that way we don't have 2-way contracts to deal with later. And then we have a free agent slot available, so we'll just do that. Malcolm Brogdon retired. Ben Simmons, Earl Jenkins, Cole Anthony. Yeah, Cole Anthony got. Did he get waived by Phoenix? I know he got traded to Phoenix. I don't know if he got waived or not. Just for depth purposes, I'd be cool with bringing in Mason Plumlee. Just for some depth, because we gave up Drew Eubanks. So Maxine and Draymond, Cardwell to back up Sabonis. DeAndre Hunter for now is going to be the backup 3. We have 2 backup 2s and we have 2 1s. Works for me. So we'll start making some moves at the trade deadline, I think. Doug Christie's our coach. I might move on from Doug Christie during the offseason. I'm not going to fire him at the beginning of the year. Alright, let's change some tendencies around. Sabonis, you are the best player on the team. However, I want to build around Keegan Murray. I want Keegan Murray being the guy who's getting the touches. Because we're going to be paying Keegan Murray starting next year, so I want him essentially being the guy who gets the touches. Sabonis, you can have your touches here and there. Maxine, I want you to develop a little bit as well. So let's put up your shot tendencies. Just a little bit. DeAndre Hunter, I don't really care what you do. Let's get the young guys to get their touches up. We want the young guys playing. We'll just say we want them playing a little bit more. And Christian Brown, I want him to be, for now, a piece that we develop. If it becomes something that isn't working out, then maybe during the offseason we'll figure out something for him as well. I mean, because clearing up 20 mil would be nice, but I mean, it's not that important. Jordan Poole, you just don't need to shoot on this team. He's going to be an off-season move. I'm not going to buy him out, though, because then we'd have to pay him for 2 years. So Dylan Carter, same thing. I'm just going to let all these guys get their touches up, all the young guys. We're having a youth movement. Sabonis, obviously, is important, too, but if we're going to move Sabonis anyway, why not? You know, Jordan Poole, you don't really need to do this rotation. It's fine. I actually did a Jordan Poole franchise recently with the Nets, and I made Jordan Poole scored 72 points in a game. It was kind of crazy. But in our first game, yeah, Keegan Murray, 28 points, 6 for 10. Malik Monk getting some buckets as well. Christian Brown, not having the best shooting night. Sabonis, I love Sabonis at the 4, almost a triple-double. Doing some good stuff. Keegan Murray dropping 30 again. Oops, Sabonis 17, 15, 10. He's doing pretty good at the forward position, actually. I could get Sabonis more involved, but I think him shooting a little less is probably good. Damn, losing my 30 to Milwaukee. Oof. I mean, as a Bucks fan, that's surprising. No, we're not trading Sabonis for Michael Porter Jr. I'm all set. You could just play for now. You'll get traded later anyway. Now, let's get some things straight. We're not trading Keegan Murray. We will eventually trade Sabonis. He is my favorite center in the league, but we will eventually move on from him. DeAndre Hunter is available. Malik Monk will be made available. Draymond Green will be made available. Jordan Poole. These guys will all be made available at some point. Let me think of some guys who could be like, we're gonna draft somebody, obviously, but if we're gonna take a quick landscape of our roster, Keegan Murray can play the 3 or 4, regardless of how we build our team. We have plenty of wings. We have a young center. If anything, I'm interested in like a decent point guard, not even like the best point guard, like a Nolan Traore. He could be a good guy to build around. He could be kind of nice. Maybe we become Ty Jerome's permanent home at point guard. He could just be a good vet with our young man movement. I'm not really thinking there's many superstars we're gonna get. If Drew Holiday gets a buyout, Drew Holiday could be a nice point guard. We could develop Andrew Nemhard. And then go to the Magic, Jalen Suggs, or Anthony Black. Either of those guys could also be pretty damn guard options. We'll say Anthony Black. These are all kind of like the types of guards we'll be targeting. We're not really looking for a point guard who's like the most dominant ever, but if there's an option for any of those guys during the offseason, we'll make a move for him. Because Drew Holiday could be a good vet with our young guys. Christian Brown gets injured. Let's just get a quick idea of how the stats are looking, of how everyone's doing. With the scheme we run, with what players we have, Sabonis is averaging 15, 11, and 6. Alright. We're not shooting 3-ball very well, but that's fine. Keegan Murray is actually having that big upgrade season. He's shooting great splits. He's getting some boards, a couple assists, a steal and a block with 22 points. A little underwhelming at center, but it is what it is. DeAndre Hunter's alright. Draymond Green's just kind of there. Malik Monk is cool. He's doing fine. Ooh. Under 10% from 3. That's a little questionable. Nick Clifford's playing alright, though. Alright, which one of you guys have expiring deals? Actually, we'll get to the trade deadline, then we'll worry about that. let's get to that trade deadline. So in real life, what the trade deadline looked like for the Kings was just trading Dennis Schroeder, Keon Ellis, and a second round pick to acquire DeAndre Hunter. Since they made that move in real life, they didn't want to get rid of DeAndre Hunter just yet. I presume the Kings want to keep DeAndre Hunter and Keegan Murray as their forwards of the future, and then they're gonna at some point move on from DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. That's what I presume they're gonna do. I feel like the Kings could make a promising rebuild. I know a lot of people don't feel that way about Sacramento, considering all the ways they've failed over the years. But I think there actually is a world where the Sacramento Kings can have a successful rebuild if they handle a Sabonis trade properly, and get off the money of DeMar DeRozan, and maybe even just let Zach LaVine walk. Unless he accepts his player option, just run one more year of LaVine. If he's willing to stay for cheaper and be a good vet for your young guys, maybe. But I think Zach LaVine's also the kind of guy who he kind of needs the ball in his hands a little bit more to be a good scorer. I don't really see Zach LaVine as the guy that you just add to a good team and just tell him to shoot a little bit and he does well. I see him as the kind of guy where I feel like he plays significantly better when the ball's in his hands and you let him like run the offense. At least that's for years how I've always seen him, like with the Bulls and well, mostly just with the Bulls actually. But Devin Carter for Bobby Portis and AJ Green. Two guys on multi-year deals that I could try to get some value out of. I'm interested in getting a different point guard anyway. Devin Carter's having some decent shooting splits, and he is right now some of the better young talent the team has. I'm gonna keep Devin Carter for now. I think Devin Carter could be promising for a rebuild. These would just be contracts I flipped during the offseason, so I don't feel like I'm at the point where if I was just pick hunting, then sure. But I think Devin Carter is someone who we could keep for some longevity in our rebuild. I don't think he has to go now. Oh, we're playing way better than the Kings in real life. I'll tell you that much. Where are we in the mock draft? Let me get an idea of where we're at. Right now, we're projected the 8th pick. And, well, apparently the 10th pick too. That's cool. Alright, we have picks. Yeah, from the Warriors. Apparently the Warriors are being bad, losing Draymond Green and getting Drew Eubanks. I don't think the original injuries are in, though, so they should still have Curry and... Yeah, I don't think the original injuries are in. Yeah, not. They must have acquired some of their own injuries. No, apparently apparently adding DeMar DeRozan next to Jimmy Butler and Porzingis is somehow making this team worse. Well, that's interesting. The Suns are getting injured like there's literally no tomorrow. I want to see if we can flip for a Phoenix Suns pick. Oh my god. They have like no picks. Don't the Thunder have the Suns pick? I think they do. I mean, I'm not winning this year anyway, so if the Thunder are willing to do business for that Suns pick, I will do business for it. Oh, they don't. Huh. Okay, who has that Suns pick? That looks awful. From a Bucks fan perspective, that just looks awful. But anyway, no, that's 27 swap rights. Who has the 26? I'm looking for that Phoenix Suns first round pick. Suns. Am I dumb? Let's see, hold on. Wait, hold on. What? Alright, hold on. Trade finder. Front office, trades. That's player finder. Player finder? Is there a pick finder? Oh, it's a lottery protected Warriors pick? Oh, I got less interesting. Because they're not going to be bad next year, too. At least I don't think so. Okay. Well, maybe, here's what I could probably do. Because I don't think the Warriors are going to be bad back-to-back years. So maybe I flip that Warriors pick now, and then try to go get another team's pick or something. That might not be a terrible idea. If I can get that Phoenix pick, that'd be fantastic. This is not going to be good. These picks are not going to be good at all. I'm better off with the Warriors pick. All right, let's do some looking. Let's look around the league and see if anyone wants Sabonis. I like Sabonis. I don't really want to lose him, but for the sake of a rebuild, it's probably smarter to deal him. They know I want Drew Holiday, but this swap off ain't good. Keldon Johnson. Now, Keldon Johnson would be nice, but then we're just gonna lose Harrison Barnes. Giving up pick for that doesn't make sense. Cam Johnson's cool. We are not giving up a second round pick for Michael Porter Jr. No, we're not doing that. I mean, let me go talk to the Nets for a second. I'm interested in Nolan Trayor. They got plenty of money, so why can't they do that? This would put you $15 million on the salary cap. Okay, so we need to take on $15 million. That'd be Terrence Mann. And then we would have to give you a cheap contract on our team. This guy. And then we would ask you for some draft picks. I'm gonna start asking for first round picks now. Swap best. I want that swap best pick. Future Nets pick. How about that? Yeah, I did ask for quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about getting too many second round picks this year. Actually, I don't care about future second round picks really at all. I'm gonna throw in a bunch of second round picks, and we'll say, what if you don't give us this 2029 pick? Okay, what if we don't get the this year Nets pick, but we get the future picks? Future Knicks. I want that future Nets pick. I'd have to give you a top 3 protected this year pick. Okay, let's talk business here. Our pick top 3 protected and Sabonis for young Nolan Trayor, Terrence Mann, and 3 first round picks. Well, because if our pick isn't top 3 protected, we're losing the Warriors pick because they're in the lottery. If the pick is top 3, we get it back, but we lose our next year pick. But we would get a multitude of future firsts and that young point guard to build around. Because we'll have him for 4 years. He's already a good 3-point shooter. He would develop very well on our team, I think. He's shooting fantastic splits. This is an aggressive trade. If it was a lottery protected first, I would think about it. If they were giving me their this year Nets pick, then I would 100% say yes. How about you give me your this year pick? I wanted to add a protection to it. Why can't I add a protection to it? No, I have to have your this year pick for me to say yes. Kings swap worse, and then we have to give up our next year pick. That's a little too much for me. We want Nolan Trayor. That's why we're trying to make this deal happen. Okay, let's not do any of that. Let's just give them somebody who makes some money and go get him. What would they do a Malik Monk for a Nolan Trayor swap? No, they would not. Wait, hold on. Do we have any contract extensions? Let's do those first. Then we'll figure out something. DeAndre Hunter is willing to take a cheap deal, but I would have to hold him for 2 years. I might do that. Jordan Poole, you like getting paid. You know what, Jordan Poole? F it. I believe in Jordan Poole. I'm gonna trade him anyway, so who cares? Just give him big baller dollars. Give him a max. I don't care. There you go, Jordan Poole. You get your max contract. Congratulations. Um, Draymond Green is willing to re-sign. You know, Draymond, if you want to be a vet here, I'm okay with that. I'm willing to bring back Draymond for 6 mil. Yeah, I'll bring back Draymond Green. Why not? But yeah, it doesn't seem like any of my super young guys I can bring back. DeAndre Hunter. Did you sign for 3 year flat 5? Okay. All right, DeAndre Hunter. I guess we're just gonna keep you if you're not getting traded now. Because they just made that move. They clearly value him, so I'm gonna keep him. Malik Monk is still available. I want Nolan Traore from the Nets. I want him. I'm gonna find a way to make this trade happen. I think he's the point guard we want to develop for the future. I'm willing to give up Malik Monk. Malik Monk's value is also down because he's not supposed to be playing point guard. His most valuable is a small forward. It's not like we need another small forward. They would probably be better off running him at the 2 if the Nets traded for him. Same thing with Dylan Cardwell. I'd be willing to dump Malik Monk and Cardwell to go get Nolan Traore and maybe like a second. And I think for the Nets, he should probably play the 2. You got Igor Demon playing the 2. If you're trading Nolan Traore, though. How much money you got left? 13? We'll send Mason Plumlee back to the Nets. And can we pack it? Can we get a second round pick? No second round pick? Alright, fine. We'll give you the second round pick. Fine. You got the Hornets second round pick. This is where we start offering some of these seconds. The Hornets second round pick. Cool. And then let's go help out the Nets for a second because they were cool. I would argue you should probably play the 2. Loki, Igor Demon. He's good at playmaking. You should probably run him at the 2. There you go, Brooklyn. You got Malik Monk. Alright, there we go. So Nolan Traore is going to be our point guard we develop. Devin Carter will be the backup 1. Jordan Poole will probably move later. We don't have Christian Brown. We'll maybe move him during the offseason. We still need to make a few moves. He's not playing amazing, but he's playing okay. Draymond is now no longer a need to move because we gave him an extension. So that should kick in next year, right? Yeah. He'll be super cheap next year. He'll be a good vet. We'll keep him around. He'll play some backup forward to Keegan Murray probably. DeAndre Hunter, he's going to be expensive for 2 years, but then he's going to get super cheap. That's a good future move. Jordan Poole, we can always move during the offseason. I mean, quite frankly, I'd love to move him right now. I don't want to screw over my Milwaukee Bucks, so I'm not going to do that. Nurkic is cool. I'm sure during the offseason we'll find a package for him. That's going to be an offseason problem. So let's see. Sabonis has got multi-year deal. Anyone with like 1 year left, I'm kind of interested in moving, just so we can maximize the value of our roster. We have you for multiple years. We have Nick Clifford for multiple years. Cardwell we have for 2 years. Traore we have for multiple years. Plowden. Plowden and Biombo and Stevens. Those are our expiring deals. So maybe we look to just go get something for them now. I mean, we only get a second round pick, but we get AJ Green. AJ Green we could 100% flip for our first round pick later. Or we could just keep him. I mean, that would work too. That's a guy with a second round pick. I'm going to give up a second round pick to get AJ Green. I feel like AJ Green's a guy we could get more out of later. He can also play a little starting 2 for us now. 3-4. I don't think he plays 3-4. I think I don't remember ever seeing AJ Green play the 4. I've seen Jericho Sims play some 4, but And then these two guys are on expiring deals. Buck Purdy in a second is okay, I guess. Biombo, I actually like Bismack Biombo, but he deserves to go be on a team where he can win. I don't think we can really give him that. I'm gonna just trade with the Knicks and acquire an additional second pick and a young Hawk Purdy. And then let's adjust the shot splits a little bit. Keegan Murray, we still want you taking majority of the shots. Maxine, you're doing alright. Gonna lower yours and yours a little bit. You, I want you to jack them splits up. This is you and Keegan Murray's team now. Tony Carter will lower you a little bit. I'll put you up just a tad bit. Christian Brown's been hurt, but we're going to lower his a little bit as well, even when he comes back. I think that's the roster we're working with today. Jordan Poole for now will start at the 2. Keegan Murray at the 3, Sabonis the 4. Yeah, there really is no reason to start Draymond at the 5. Why is Maxine not even in the lineup? Because if that's the case, we could have just moved you to the 5, moved DeAndre Hunter back to the 4. You know what? It's okay. We'll let him rock for now. I don't think we're gonna have everyone else on multi-year deals. So during the off season, if we want to flip for picks or do anything like that, that's when we'll make those decisions. Again, as much as I love Sabonis, I don't know if I can pay him $40 million for 3 years. Wait 3 years for this team to finally start being able to compete, just to pay Sabonis less money to keep him. Especially when the Kings have been actively listening to Sabonis calls. I feel like it's only right to trade him, even if I do want to keep him. You can just fill out my roster. Who cares? The offseason is going to be interesting. I don't really know exactly who we're going to aim to draft, but low-key, like a Cameron Boozer could be fun. Even a Darren Peterson would be alright. Interesting. Alright, anyway. Are we going to get 30 wins on the year? Are we going to be a 30-win team? We're 100% losing that Warriors pick. The weird thing is this team is playing way better than they should be. Maybe I make an aggressive move to try to trade up in the draft. That might be a bit wild, but that's an option. Because Nolan Trayor is going to be a great piece for our point guard position, so our point guard looks fine. Devin Carter will be our backup, so we have a point guard pretty much figured out for the next 3 years. Keegan Murray is going to be our forward. Wemby, 27-13, amazing stats, definitely an MVP worthy. Cooper Fly being Rookie of the Year, well deserved. We trade Russell Westbrook back to the Nuggets. He becomes 6th man of the year. Good for him. DPOY, Musa, definitely playing well in real life. Clutch player, yep, Cade, that's fair. And these are good teams. Nice. We're in the play-in? Huh? This is a play-in team? I guess we're a play-in team now. Interesting. We're going to be a late lottery team, so we're going to... Oh, no, the Warriors pick was lottery protected, and they made the playoffs. Oh. The Knicks and the Timberwolves. Seen this finals a number of times. Okay. Interesting. Sure. You want to let me do something? Alright, fine. Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Sure. Alright, anyway. Player retirements. LeBron retires. You know what, LeBron? Go one more year. Oh, yeah, you did your tour already. Never mind. Kyle Lowry retiring with his, the Sixers. That's fine. Chris Paul just retired. That's fine. Mike Conley retiring. That breaks my heart. Al Horford. Al Horford, you can chase one more ring before you retire. Brook Lopez, same with you. You don't have to end your career with the Clippers. I don't know why you're retiring. Yeah, Kevin Love, I guess, can retire. That's fine. Clay, you ain't done yet. Russ, you ain't done yet. Durant, you definitely are not done yet. Olynyk, why are you retiring, bud? Alright, fine with the rest of these. Hey, good job, Joe. Welcome. Definitely both Hall of Famers. Fair enough. Derrick Rose, jersey retirement. Kyle Lowry, jersey retirement. All fair. Any accepted new rules? No accepted no rules. Let's get into that draft lottery. We're projected the 14th pick via ourselves. Damn, we definitely should have traded that top 3 protected pick. Damn, whatever. The Nets got the 11th pick. Bucks get the 9th pick. The Hornets had the Phoenix pick. Gotcha. I don't think there was anything I could have traded them that would have mattered, so who cares? Grizzlies get the first pick and the 7th pick via Orlando. The Nuggets got the 2nd pick. Interesting. Well, projected 2nd pick. So it goes Utah, Wizards, Grizzlies, Grizzlies again, Nuggets, Hornets. We get the 14th pick. Not the best pick for our rebuild. Doug, you cool and all. You're a former Sacramento King, but it's time we go in a different direction. I like Nate McMillan, but they're not going to let me hire Nate McMillan. They're going to block my offer. Oh, maybe not. Nate McMillan, former coach of the Pacers. Will Hardy. Maybe we can get out of Will Hardy what the Jazz aren't getting out of Will Hardy. Maybe. Will Hardy's a good coach in my opinion. Frank Vogel. Bring Frank Vogel back to coaching. Okay, there's options here. Darvin Ham, bring him back to coaching. Dion Nash. Wayne Ellington. Huh. Wayne Ellington. Good. He was a good 3-point shooter from what I remember. Nadia Erickson. Sure. Wes Unseld Jr. Sam Cassell. We can make him a coach. Chris Quinn. Miami Heat Chris Quinn. What else we got? Names I recognize here. I just fired Doug Christie. Okay. I was just kind of getting a pool idea of who's available. Will Hardy's like, I'm done tanking with the Jazz. Now I'm gonna go tank with the Kings. I mean, damn near play-in team. Like, our team's actually playing okay. Let's see if we can get Will Hardy. We'll make him an offer. We're gonna throw a couple of offers out there. I'm also willing to throw a deal at Nate McMillan. We're gonna throw a couple of deals out there. Frank Vogel, get him back to coaching. Alright, we threw 3 contracts out there. Will Hardy's willing to sign with us, so fuck it. We're just gonna take Will Hardy. Alright. Now it's draft night. Now we have draft capital, draft pieces, contracts can be traded. Now we can get to work on making some bigger trades. And that would include moving Sabonis. The Hornets should have some cap space. There should be a world where we can deal for pick 6. We could trade Sabonis in the situation where we go get a pick 6. Yeah, you should go back to power. You should go back to center. The Grizzlies have pick 3 and 4. I could get Ty Jerome. I'm interested in Ty Jerome. I'm interested in Ty Jerome and pick 3. You guys have cap space. But I'm also interested in Cedric Coward. I'm not going to get all those, but I'm just interested in all of them. I'm going to start off by offering Sabonis. I'm going to ask for a lot up front on purpose, knowing that they're not going to give it to me. Obviously, I know you're not interested yet. I'm going to try to see if I can get some Grizzly picks. I'm going to try to own the Grizzlies' future in my hands. Sounds stupid, but I'm going to try it anyway. Yeah, I know I'm asking for a lot. You want to give up Ty Jerome? You love Ty Jerome too much? I see how it is. No, that's all my young talent. All right, let's offer you some bodies though. We have we definitely have some value on our roster. We also have we should make some money. All right, let's try to make money first. Then we'll worry about trading. We can make multiple trades actually. Is can the first or second seed Utah? You got the first pick. I hate you. I hate you so much. Honestly, if we send Sabonis to this team, right, they would have Sabonis, Jaren Jackson Jr., Lowry Markkinen, Ace Bailey, Keontae George. We would be making this team very good, by the way. I want to see if we could find a way to make this trade happen. Can we take Kyle Fultowski? Obviously, I know that pick is valuable. Um, I'll offer pick 14 as a deal. I will offer... Wow, this pick was literally one pick outside of the lottery. That sucks. I mean, I'll throw you some seconds. I'm trying not to throw too many first round picks. I mean, they kind of need a young player with all the other big contracts they have. What if I took a shittier player? What if I took Vince Williams Jr.? Can't. What if I take John Concar? Obviously, I know that pick's valuable. But so is pick... I actually don't even want to lose pick 14. But if I want to make this trade, I have to. I mean, I don't really need pick 1 that badly. Like, if it means giving up less picks, I'm willing to go get pick 2, pick 3, pick 4. Whatever. I don't know. Okay. So pick 1 is a little bit harder to get. How about pick 2? We're trying to see, like, how high we can go without gutting all of our draft capital. The fuck? Because you guys got SAR, AD. You don't really have a reason to go get Sabonis. Well, you know what? I'm going to make you have a reason to go get Sabonis. What is that reason? I'll let you know when I figure it out. If you got the cap to take them, I mean, if it means giving up some picks, fuck it. Whatever. Sabonis, welcome to the Washington Wizards. We just did the trade that the Wizards wanted to begin with. So now, to be fair, they didn't give up that much for Trae Young. So the picks that they gave up for AD could have been like the picks they gave up for Trae Young in a way. Well, yeah. All right, we got ourselves the second pick of the draft. That's what matters. Now let's go make money. Guys that are taking up money that we don't want to keep on the team. Jordan Poole, you are specifically the type of person I'm talking about. We're gonna obviously the Grizzlies are gonna get the third and fourth pick. They're gonna start developing. What if the Lakers lose Luka? That could be a question of that pick being valuable. Is he already under contract? Oh, he is. I don't see this team falling off astronomically, especially with a team that has Luka. So forget that pick. That Grizzlies next year pick though, the players are still young and developing. They'll get better later. If we throw them the contract of Jordan Poole, then they won't have as much space to get acquisitions to their roster. So I'm gonna try to make a trade like this. I want to acquire a couple seconds if possible. What do you say to this deal? You say no. Okay. You say to this deal. You say no. You say to this deal. You say no. You say to this deal. You say no. Alright. Throw you a few seconds. Boom. We're making money, boys. Not a lot of money, but we're making money. Keegan takes 24. DeAndre takes 24. Christian takes 20. Some of our best guys are still taking 20. Christian Brown, though, he's young. He's still pretty young. You can develop him. 15 points per game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. The 3-point shot was not hitting this year. So maybe we'll have to move Christian. Nolan Trayor, how'd you play? His 3-point shot went down a little bit, but hey, about 16-ish points per game. 2 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal. He could be a good on-ball point guard for sure. Caldwell, was your 3 terrible? Yeah, your 3 was terrible. We gotta move the Green. You can stay as a vet. We got you for years. We'll let you be a backup. DeAndre, you're gonna get cheap starting next year. So we'll let you be expensive this year. You'll be cheap next year. We have a good young center, and then we got Keegan Murray. He can play the 3 or the 4. Alright, so who's left? You're on an expiring deal. You're going to be our backup point guard. We're going to move Caldwell. So we're going to move Dylan Caldwell. We're going to move Christian Brown. We're going to move... Brogdon's just going to leave. We're going to let you stay for a year as a vet. We gave you a no-trade clause. We're just going to let you stay for a year as a vet. Clifford, we're going to keep. Hunter's going to become cheap next year. We're going to keep Hunter. We're going to keep Maxine Renaud. And then we're going to keep Keegan Murray to build. This is going to be the guys we keep. Unless in the future I decide to move Keegan Murray. But for now, these are the 2 guys I have planned left to move. Let me think. What's a team that could look bad next year that I'd be wise to try to go get a future pick from? The Bulls. They have 70 mil. I'm gonna offer them Christian Brown for next year's Bulls pick. They want to swap picks. I don't want that. I also don't want Isaac Okoro. No offense. Just trying to get that pick, bro. You can keep all your talent. Your talent's yours, not mine. Oh. They're very, very determined to get rid of Isaac Okoro. That should tell you you don't want Isaac Okoro. I'll offer you 2 second-round picks. I'm good. You can have 3 second-round picks and Christian Brown. Thank you. I give him 3 seconds just to not have to do any of that. I don't have any second-round picks now. That's okay. Honestly, I'd be willing to deal Cardwell for like 5 second-round picks. Swap a first, take 2 firsts. Which first is that? No. I'm not giving you my unprotected first-round pick. I don't know how good or bad I'm going to be. This year, I'm probably going to still be bad. Drew Holiday. I was talking about wanting a good vet like Drew Holiday. Grayson Allen's a nice player, but us giving up the draft capital just doesn't make sense. 2 first-round picks from the Rockets. That's kind of nice. And it's the Phoenix pick. I wanted the Phoenix pick. Yes, you guys can have Clifford. Also, I should not have traded Clifford. I was supposed to trade Caldwell. So, oopsie daisy. That's on me. Clifford was perfectly fine. Hey, Rockets, can I have him back? Hey, Rockets, can I have him back? Clifford was fine. I didn't want Caldwell. Whoops. Yeah, he was the one who was playing fine, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep him. I confused him and Cardwell. That's unfortunate. Let's just go get something for Dylan Cardwell. We accidentally traded Nick Clifford. That's on me. I was stupid. But all those guys we don't have to pay, so we will have some cap space going into the free agency. That's gonna be a no. That's gonna be a no. Piston pick. Piston pick's not gonna be too good. No team's willing to let me trade into the draft for Dylan Cardwell. I'm gonna go to a team and just ask for a bunch of seconds. I'm gonna go to the Mavs. Do you guys have seconds? Can I have your seconds? Can I have all your second round picks? No, like quite literally. Can I have all your? Can I have 5 second round picks and give you Dylan Cardwell? You're not willing to give me 4 second round picks for Dylan Cardwell? Damn it. That would have been good if I could have got that second round pick 9 as well. Dude, the Blazers own my Bucks pick next year? I think they do. No, it's 2028. Who has my pick? Is it the Hawks? I'll give you Dylan Cardwell for that pick. I'm not giving you my pick. Top 3 protected. I had to be willing to deal somebody to make this trade. Tough. I haven't left myself with the assets to make that trade happen. I only have first round picks left. We'll give you this 2029 pick, and maybe you give us... us your Hawks pick, maybe? And a second? Yeah? No? I'm not giving you my 2029 unprotected pick. That's not happening. I want this pick, and all I need is some seconds to make it happen. I don't have any seconds, though. You guys have pick 9. Okay. What if we were willing to give up? No, let's not be stupid. What could we get for this pick? I love Ryan Rollins, but that trade don't make no sense. I like Josh Giddey, but that trade makes no sense. No. This would give them the second, third, and fourth pick of the draft, so absolutely not. Nickel Alexander Walker, Ronald Bridges, Laurie Markkinen, Desmond Bain, and Jalen Suggs. Kyrie Irving. You're asking me for future picks as well as pick 2, which is kind of annoying. Aaron Gordon, Manuel Quickley, Dylan Brooks, AJ Mitchell. AJ Mitchell would be a nice piece, but I like Isaiah Joe. I really do like Isaiah Joe. But I don't want to make the Thunder better. Unless they're giving me, even if they are giving me a lot of draft picks, who cares? Let me go talk to the Hawks for a second. Hawks, very interested in this first round pick you have here. Oh, you want that Celtics pick? Yeah, I could give you that Celtics pick, no problem. Cool. Now, I also want you to take Cardwell. I also want you to give me this year's second and a future first. Are we in business now? How about you give me all your seconds and we call it a fair deal? Come on. Give me your seconds. We'll call it a deal. Come on, man. What? This is an even thing here, and then 3 seconds for Cardwell. No? Alright. Whatever. I know. Alright. We're going to be discussing this for a second. Alright. I'm not going to spend 3 hours doing this. Let me just go get that first round pick I want that pick. I don't think a Celtics first pick is going to be valuable, so I'm just not going to do that. And then I need to trade for Cardwell. I can always move Cardwell later, I guess. Just the trades for Cardwell, I assume now would have been the time to get a trade. Like a second round pick at Drew Smith. Is that really is that the best we can do? Pick 22 and Jonas Valanciunas? I mean, fuck. The Pistons will give us a first round pick and a second round pick from Milwaukee. I guess I'll take it. So we get the second pick of the draft. I'm hoping they don't take Cameron Boozer, but also DeBonsta could be good. Oh, the Grizzlies having picked 3 and 4. That bothers me. They take Darren Peterson. Good fit for them, given who's on their roster. We will just quickly look at the trades. I think I already looked at trades for it. Oh, you'll give me some bonus back. How kind of you. No. 19-year-old Jeremiah Fears. He could, in theory, be a 2 for us. You give me Jeremiah Fears and one of these first round picks, because you can't. Damn it. I was gonna say, if they gave me one of the first round picks with it, I would have said yes to that. Give me Derek Queen. Give me Derek Queen, you guys. You want Renaud and DeAndre Hunter. Interesting. We would have Derek Queen for an additional year, and we'd get off the books of DeAndre Hunter. We would actually make money with this trade. We would save cap space. We'd get a better young center. We'd get a good young guard who could play the 2. This would be such an interesting move. Be very interesting. He averaged 17 points per game. He had decent splits. He's good enough. He'll get better. I think we'll just draft the second round. I think we'll just draft a pick. But honestly, I actually didn't even hate that trade if I'm being honest. I would have took Jeremiah Fears had they given me a trade where I was going to get like another player. But we can get AJ DeBonsta or we can get Cameron Boozer. A true 4 or another 3. Let me take a look at my roster for a second. So I have Keegan Murray and DeAndre Hunter. So DeBonsta's not really necessary. We also got point guard figured out between Devin Carter and Nolan Traylor. So I think we're gonna draft Cameron Boozer. I just think it makes the most sense. Yeah, we're drafting Cam Boozer. I don't think I have a second round pick, right? No, I don't. Alright. Good enough for me. Yeah. The counter offer trade wasn't even bad. We could have got Derek Queen, Jeremiah Fears, but we were giving up the second round pick, which was already high value. So honestly, I think we walked away from this perfectly fine. Cameron Bruiser, welcome to the team. Devin Carter, welcome back. Yeah, Huck Purdy, you can get yourself a qualifying offer or not. I don't think anybody has bird rights. No, they don't. What system is our coach running? System proficiency, balance. Yeah, balanced. He runs the best. Okay. I mean, because our starting point guard is going to be Nolan Traore, so you're telling me Nolan Traore in a balanced system doesn't run too well? He runs really well in a 7 seconds. So does Cam Boozer. So does Keegan Murray. Fuck it. Will Hardy, I need you to play a more up-paced tempo with this team. Boozer's going to be the 4. Keegan Murray at the 3. He's not going to be the 2. Renaud's actually going to be the starting 5, so he'll fit there just fine. Devin Carter. Could we potentially move Nolan to the 2? Would he be good at the 2? He's an A- playmaker, though. It feels weird moving him to the 2. He could. I think he's better at the point guard, though. So center, we'll keep Maxine. For this year, Draymond Green's a backup vet. Cameron Boozer will be the starting 4. Keegan Murray being the starting 3. DeAndre Hunter being our 6th man. I don't want to move Keegan Murray to the 2. So we're going to use free agency to just go get whatever veteran 2 we can. I'm presuming the Lakers are your highest offer. If not, we would happily take Austin Reeves. Clippers? Actually, no. He is looking to leave. Okay, fine. Fuck it. Then we'll pay him then. What are the Clippers offering him? Hold on. What are we competing with? We're competing with a 4-year 101. It's about 25 years. So if we offered him like 30 or like 26, what's the most we could offer him? We could offer him 40. We're not doing that. Because we don't have that much money. I don't know how much actual cap room we have, but we have some money. Benedict Mathurin's a restricted free agent. He could also be an addition we try to make, presuming the Clippers don't outbid me. Cam Thomas is cheap. Cam Thomas could also fit the team well. Colin Sexton, I'd be perfectly cool with him at the 2. There's plenty of good 2s we could go hit. We're just going to bring back Malik Monk. We're going to try for Austin Reeves first, though. We're going to offer him 27 million a year with a player option. I feel like that's a good way to hit Austin with a, hey, if you care about money, we are offering you money, a true chance to be a full-time starter. He is 28 years old, but I think that the 2 was our important position. You're a restricted free agent. Kristaps we're not really in the market for. There's a lot of good value guards for sure. DeAndre Ayton could become our backup center. We could pay DeAndre Ayton to be a backup center and then let Draymond be a backup 4. So we're gonna first try to go get Austin Reeves. We're gonna get rid of the cap holds. We're gonna renounce rights. We're gonna renounce rights to everybody. And we land Austin Reeves. Nice. We still have. I think we still have. I think we still have enough cap room to try to land a DeAndre Ayton as a backup center. We do. Awesome. He has no offers. Expected is about around 12 million a year. Cool. I'll give him 12 million a year to be a backup center. Sure. Why not? Cool. We still got 40 million in cap room. Gonna move. Where is he? Yeah. Move you back to the backup four. So we have Renard to start, Aiden as the backup center, Boozer at the 4, Draymond at the backup 4, DeAndre Hunter as the backup 3, Austin Reeves at the 2. And we still have the money to go get a backup 2 if like one of these shooting guards is down to come to us. Jaden Ivey. He's thinking about going to the Grizzlies on a 1-year 10. We could land Jaden Ivey. That seems like a Sacramento Kings move. That's way too much money. I don't get it though. Here's one thing I don't understand. Hypothetically, I offered you this contract, right? You're gonna decline, but it's more than the other ones. So maybe he'll take it. I don't know, but I wanna see if he takes it. If not, though, Quentin Grimes. That is a guy we would happily give a 4-year deal to. Give him $5 million a year. Yeah, Quentin Grimes. That's an excellent contract. Maybe make it so he gets a little cheaper. We land Quentin Grimes. W. All right, what else can we go do? We still got money to work with. Cam Thomas is ready to take a cheap deal. I mean, that would be a little obsessive at the guard position, but we could make that work. I don't understand how this works because my contract offer went away, but these teams can still get away with giving bad contracts. They're offering like the cheap deal, and he's like, yeah, maybe. We could do a little sign and trade thing with Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey actually could run a little bit of 6'3". What do we want to do here? Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes can play 2 or 3. He's a good 3-point shooter, good perimeter defender. I'm even willing to let him move to like a backup 3, let you play backup 4, just because Draymond's gonna get worse anyway. So what if you play the backup 4? What if Quentin Grimes plays the backup 3, and then we just go get another backup 2? And then Jaden Ivey could be that guy. He's only 24 years old. That's a lot of money. We're going to give him this contract for now, and if we want to move on from him later, so be it. So we'll sign Jaden Ivey, and then... How many men do you guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11. So we can sign 3 more guys to cheap deals. We still got $13 million to work with. If we wanted to try to bring in a guy like it's not really, doesn't really make it. There's no reason for us to bring in Kobe White. But that'd be kind of okay, I guess. Sign Andre Drummond for a year. Mitchell Robinson doesn't want a lot of money. I'll give Sharp a deal. Why not? For a little cheap deal at Sharp. Kuminga wants 18 mil. Jordan Clarkson's a good bet. Landry Shamet is going to come out and just shoot threes. That's the kind of guys we're looking for, it seems like. Pat Spencer. No respect to Pat Spencer. Give him a multi-year deal. Oh, he doesn't want a multi-year deal. Oh. If he's willing to take 3.25, he can come to the team. Still got $5 mil to work with. bring back Keon Ellis? Sure. Hey Keon, welcome back. Be a full-time 3. Keon Ellis. You'd be a full-time 3. Okay. So we bring in Sharp and Aiton. We move DeAndre Hunter to the backup 4. We bring Quentin Grimes and bring Ellis back to the team. We sign Austin Reeves and Jaden Ivey, and we sign Pat Spencer. This is an interesting team going forward. This is a very interesting team. Hey, we were a play-in team last year with these guys, with the guys we did have. I think this year we're pretty solid. Again, we have to compete with Wemby and the Spurs. We have to compete with a lot of other good teams. Durant wants to retire. This is going to be his last year. Sure, why not? No complaints out of me. Prospect scouting. It's just, let's load it. Let's actually load it. This draft class. This one has gone a somewhat realistic route. Let's try to keep it that way. Austin Reeves got worse. Oh, a lot of guys on this team got worse. Holy shit. Oh, T morale is down like crazy. Darn. Okay, let's figure out some stuff. Traore got benched. Renard got benched. Why are you guys all so upset? Alright. Let's try to get the best out of this team. Oh, not that. Any better schemes? Maybe we should go back to balanced. He runs balanced. Seems fine. Let's go back to balanced. 6 players ejected in St. John's Province last game. Huh, okay. Devin Carter, I like you, but no. We should be starting Traore. You should be the backup 1. You should be the starting 2. You should be the backup 2. You should be the starting 3. You should be the backup 3. You should be the starting 4. You should be the backup 4. And you should be the starting. You should be the starting 5. And you should be the backup. Wait, nope. There we go. We're gonna start Traore. We're gonna start Maxime. We're gonna start Austin Reeves. I'm gonna just swap everyone's minutes around real quick. Keon Ellis, I like you. Welcome back. But it's going to DeAndre Hunter. So DeAndre Hunter, I'm gonna start him off with 10. Quentin Grimes, I'm gonna put you at 15. DeAndre Hunter, I'm gonna put you at like 20. Devin Carter, I'm gonna put you guys both at 18 actually. Jaden Ivey, you are the 6th man. We're gonna give you a good 25. Okay, I'm gonna try to give you 20 and 20 then. Okay, Maxime, you need at least 30. All the starters need at least 30. I think that's a without being said type of statement. You can have 23, you can have 18, you can have 18, you can have 15, you can have 8. So we're going to give extra minutes to you, extra minutes to you, extra minutes to you, and extra minutes to you. Maxime, you can play your 30 minutes. Because DeAndre Ayton's getting 18 off the bench for you, Carter's getting 18 off the bench. So, give an extra minute to Austin Reeves and give an extra minute to... Give one extra minute to these guys. There we go. Let's adjust the shot tendencies a little bit. Austin Reeves, you are the leader of the team. We need you to kind of take a little bit more initiative. Ivy off the bench, same concept. Ayton, sometimes. Murray, maybe a little bit less now that you have some teammates to rely on. Nolan, same thing. A little bit less. You have some teammates to rely on. A little less for our center. A little less for Devin Carter. are a little bit higher. I want you to not be afraid to get that ball as a rookie. Quentin Grimes off the bench. We want you to be effective as well. Let's get your touches up a little bit. Sharp and Ellis, you're here for depth for now. If the opportunity arises, you'll do more later. Alright, for now, that's good. A little revenge game for DeAndre Ayton. Doesn't matter, because Luka Doncic is Luka Doncic. They add Kevin Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. is a walking bucky at 25. Luka has a triple-double first game. They also add Malik Monk. Interesting. Renard did alright. Austin Reeves, he struggled. Cam Boozer struggled, but again, he's a rookie. It's alright. It's a growing season. Let's see how we look after we get our first win. How about that? We are struggling to win. Alright, keep that in mind. I would have thought we made our team better. We were playing last year. Okay, our first win was against the Mavericks, where Jaden Ivey drops 27. Cooper Fly drops 31, where it's somehow worse this year. Interesting. Austin Reeves, we spent a lot of money on you in free agency. 17 point per game scorer. Okay. Jaden Ivey's putting up 15 off the bench on great shooting splits. Cool. Nolan. Why is Nolan not attempting a single three? Oh. Okay. Keegan Murray, good job. Cam Boozer needs to be better at three. We just need him to develop, it seems like. I think we just need a better five, quite honestly. Yeah, and DeAndre Ayton's not playing well either. And neither is DeAndre Hunter. You know what? Fuck it. You guys run the lineup. Do what you want. Put in who you think is going to make the difference. We changed our lineup. We've won more games. We beat the Spurs. We beat the Rockets. No, Devin Carter's going to stick with us until we have to give him a contract extension. We're about to lose more games after acquiring Austin Reeves. That's an interesting thought. I think this offseason we're going to look to try to get a better center, because I think the guard position is relatively tame between Jaden Ivey, Devin Carter, Dylan Traore, Keegan Murray. I think that core is good. I think we need an established five. I think when we had Sabonis, we were getting the rebounds. We felt better, and now we're doing bad. I'm not going to trade Austin Reeves for Marvin Bagley in the first. I'm okay. If I'm going to trade Austin Reeves, I'm going to go get that center. Maybe once Kevin Durant retires, maybe we go talk to the Rockets and we make a Sengun trade. I mean, we beat the Rockets, so. Christian Brown dropped 23 on me, but he's averaging 16 points per game. He's having better shooting splits. He's more or less playing the same, though. Where is Sengun? Sengun is injured. Oh, Capella, 11-11. Dylan Traore. Yeah, we're just not getting any help out of our big men. Our big men are not getting the job done. So this year, obviously, we're still playing DeAndre Hunter, but going into next year, DeAndre Hunter only makes $5 million. We're gonna clear up some money, and then we're gonna look for a trade for a big man. That's one thing we're gonna do. We need to get a big man. Cameron Boozer will develop. Nolan Traore might develop a little bit better, but this is a high-scoring game. 4 guys on their team put up 20. Jeremiah Fears dropped 29. We were considering trading for Jeremiah Fears, but we didn't. Overall, is he 84? Yeah, well, we wouldn't have Cameron Boozer if we made that trade, so it's fine. 27, 26, 22, 16, 14, 14, 12, and 13, 10, 7, 7. And they decided to DNP DeAndre Hunter. Nice. Okay. Yeah, no, DeAndre Hunter at the 4 is not working out very well. Oh, we allowed 160 points for the Magic. That's fantastic. Okay. I thought we added a lot of nice additions to the team, but I think right now we just have too many bodies. We don't have enough good players. We just have a lot of they're alright type of guys. We're at the trade deadline. Cool. Contract extensions. Who wants to stay? think Draymond Green back on a minimum. That's fine. He's just a good vet to have. Cameron Boozer got hurt. He's out for 46 weeks. DeAndre Ayton's out for the season. Okay. Renaud's not playing that good, and our backup center isn't particularly great either, apparently. Interesting. That puts us in a very interesting situation here. I'm willing to move. I think here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to move Keegan Murray back to the 3. Let DeAndre Hunter play the backup 4. You guys will focus on the 5 position. You guys will focus on the 3 position. You guys will focus on the 2 position. I'm going to try this. No, okay, you kind of have to play him. Hold on. Maybe I'm going to go pick him for a second. I'm going to try to offer some guys for some picks. They're all multi-year deals, though. And all my one-year deal guys, I think, are on team options. So I'm not really in the running to try to get rid of anybody. DeAndre Ayton, I'll probably try to flip you for a center in the offseason. Pat Spencer might be a good part of a trade later. 2-star player. I could just go get a first-round pick from the Rockets. They're gonna lose Kevin Durant. It might be wise for me to start pick hunting from them now. I plan on trading for Şengün during the offseason. I think that's the type of center that makes a difference for my team. If we're going to lose the bonus, why not go get like a Şengün, a 20 point per game, 8 rebounds, some assists, some good defense. Jabari Smith Jr. low-key could play the 5. He's going to retire, so the idea of getting a future Rockets pick fits me as a good idea. We'll give them Pat Spencer. Pat Spencer, his shooting splits, though, are fantastic. It might be better to keep him and maybe move on from Devin Carter. Struggling to shoot the 3 ball. Gets rebounds and assists. He's a decent point guard. He's decent. But I think at the 2 we have Reeves and Ivy. I mean, Reeves can always go play the 3, to be fair. Reeves could play the 3 position and be perfectly fine there. If we move him to the 3, if we move Reeves to the 3, Ivy at the 1, Devin Carter at the 2, I think I'm gonna do that. Reeves, I'm gonna move you to the 3. We're gonna move Devin Carter to the backup 2. So Pat Spencer gets more minutes. Devin Carter will be the backup 2. Quentin Grimes will be the backup 3. Well, when Cam Boozer comes back, we'll figure out what we're gonna do with the 4. And then next year, we're gonna really have to try to figure out our 5. I think that's what the team's gonna look like for now. Yeah, it's not the best, but it is what it is. I mean, that's realistic. The Kings aren't in a position to win this year or next year anyway. Well, ever since we made this little adjustment, we've been winning more games. We're going to pretend we didn't get blown out by the Chicago Bulls, but that's okay. Wait, I traded for a Bulls pick. Are they bad? They're better than me. Oh, that sucks. Maybe we'll bank on one of our draft picks. We traded for that the Bucks first-round pick. We traded for, I think, a Suns first-round pick. We traded for a Piston first-round pick, so we're going to have draft capital to try to make a move for a center. A center is very important. I like the idea of keeping Nolan Traore to develop at the 1. Pat Spencer's the backup 1 is cool. Jaden Ivey and Devin Carter as the 2s. Austin Reeves at the 3. Keegan Murray at the 4. Yeah, if we could go get like a prestige 5, like a pretty damn good 5, I think that's like the glue piece that will put this team together. Because we were a play-in team last year, and we were just slightly worse this year. Wemby is your back-to-back MVP. Darren Peterson puts up 20 points per game. Damian Lillard put up 22 off the bench. Scoot most improved. Cade clutch again. And the Mavs won 72 games. How? I don't know. Let's go find out. Simulate the play-in. We weren't even there. Okay. I just want to see who won this team. It's actually kind of good that I didn't trade for those Mavs picks because the Mavs ended up being in the playoffs anyway. Kyrie, Cooper Flag, it's the same team, but they added Isaiah Hartenstein. And they also have a healthy Kyrie Irving. And Phoenix was the fourth seed, so trying to trade for their pick was stupid. Milwaukee's not in the playoffs, so trading for that pick was probably smart. Desmond Bain is leading the Magic. The Magic had a bad year, and now they're having a good year. I'm assuming the Mavs win, right? Yeah. Kyrie and Cooper Flag. Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah, we need some more star talent. That's going to be the difference between us winning a championship and not winning a championship. No, hey, Russell Westbrook retires to Milwaukee. Kevin Durant retires. Chris Middleton retires with the Cavs. Interesting. Staff retirement, jersey retirement, league meetings. Yeah, I don't care. Let's get to league meetings. Approved. Teams are allowed to trade consecutive first-round picks. Sure. The league decided to make that change here. We're projected the first pick via Milwaukee. We're projected the 6th pick via ourselves, and the 11th pick via Chicago. Alright, let's watch the lottery and see what picks we get. That Bucks pick is not protected. It was a swap best pick. So, yeah, the 2K has been hating on Milwaukee. So, I mean, I'm very willing to just try to go get that pick. I thought we were projected the first, 6th, and 11th. Was it 6th? Was it first, 6th, and 13th? Maybe. Oh. Oh, the 13th. I wasn't paying attention. The 13th was from New Orleans. Never mind. We're projected the 6th pick via ourselves, and we're projected the first pick via Milwaukee. Let's see if we can move up from 6 and move up to like 4. Let's see if we can jump the lottery. Aww. We went down from 6 to 8. Damn, my Sam Presti moves. Let's see where this Milwaukee pick ends up going. It could go from anywhere from 1 to 5, most likely. Wait, oh, that pick went to the Pelicans? Oh, it was a swap. So we got 13 from New Orleans, and the Pelicans got pick 5. Ah, I see. Because the Pelicans got the best of the pick. Gotcha. We had the swap worst of the pick. Ah, got it. So instead of getting pick 5, we got pick 13. Alright, I understand it now. Will Hardy, you were alright. Let me see. What are the coaching options? Joe Mazzulla. Yo, hear me out. Jason Kidd also just led a team to a championship. He's just chilling in free agency. So hear me out. Mark Dingle's here too. Derek Richardson, assistant coach. You know, Will Hardy, you I, but you know, I see a Joe Mazzulla here, and I'm gonna go talk to Joe Mazzulla and say, "Yo, Joe, tentative, oh you ass." Aw, Joe Mazzulla, why'd you have to leave me? Billy Donovan. Give Darvin Ham an actual chance. Let me see something. Darvin Ham, he's got like 4 silver badges. Will Hardy's got none. Well, he's got 1. You know what, Darvin? You know, as a Milwaukee fan, I would like to bring you in, Darvin. Cool. We're bringing Darvin Ham. Alright, we got draft picks for days. We need to try to move up in the draft. We cannot take up all these bodies. Mock draft. Tyron Stokes. Tyron Stokes, good forward. Any good centers? I like the best center available. Xavier Booker. He's a 74 overall. Damn. What? Ugo, Mingo, Mukuri. Bernard King. Do we need another good forward? Not really. A Hall of Famer. Out of Slovenia. Bruce Branch the second. I don't really know much about this draft, if I'm being honest. Beam Star seems alright. DJ Wagner. I mean, I know DJ Wagner. DJ Wagner seems alright. He's like a Donovan Mitchell-esque type of player. Interesting. I could use a Donovan Mitchell-esque type of player. But more than anything, I want a center. So let's start talking to teams and let's see what center we can get. Carl-Anthony Towns makes way too much money, but you know what? It's 2K, so Carl-Anthony Towns is still good by 2K standards. Doesn't play defense, but guess what? Don't care. Oh, he's about to become a free agent. Oh, I had to wait. Derek Lively, Claxton, Jokic got hurt. Zubac, Derek Queen, Darren. We could pull off a Sengun trade. I don't think Sengun would be incredibly hard to pull off a trade for. 97 Victor, dime dropping post bully. Yeah, I mean 4.5 stars, damn. But future Rockets picks like the 2028, 2029. You have a Suns pick that year. I'm trying to think. Who can I flip you? I got picks for days, bro. You can have pick 8. You can have pick 11, 13, 15. I might just give you all my damn picks. I don't even care. What makes us a winner? We go get Alperen Şengün. I like Pat Spencer being the backup 1. I think this 2 combination is good. I think this 3 combination is good. I'll throw you Keon Ellis. I think the 3s are good. I think you could be a good backup vet. Honestly, I might move DeAndre Hunter back to the 3, actually. Move Austin Reeves. No, I don't know yet. I'm willing to give you DeAndre Ayton as a replacement. So I'll just keep Renaud and give you DeAndre Ayton. Well, we also give you pick 15. Also give you pick 24. Sure, fuck it. That was our big off-season move. We went to go get Şengün. We gave up Keon Ellis again. DeAndre Hunter, pick 8. Is that a pick 11, 13, 27 in a second round first? So, not mad at that. Renaud can be the backup 5. He refuses to resign. Oh, well, then guess what? We'll take your team option. We'll flip you. Daron Sharp will be the backup 5. We're gonna flip Maxime Renaud because he doesn't want to stay here. Cam Boozer should be the full-time starting 4 because he's gonna develop. Starting 4, I guess Keegan Murray will be the backup 4 off the bench. DeAndre Hunter will move to the 3. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be the move we make. I'm willing to move some of my picks. Let me think. Any true upgrades I think I can make? Like, I want you, but I can't trade you into your team option. It's accepted. In terms of off the bench, this seems fine. Maybe Nolan Traore is not the guy. Maybe. His contract is fine, but maybe there's a better guard we can get out there. Can't trade him because he's on his team option. What about Devin Carter, the 11th and 27th pick? No, I can't trade him either. Okay. Tyron Stokes, nice. Bruce Branch, nice. Alright, nice. Hugo, nice. The Grizzlies made the playoffs and still got the 6th pick. Good for you. What? Oh my god. The Thunder trade for Ja Morant. And they gave up... The Grizzlies traded Ja for the 7th pick from the Thunder. Wow. That is one hell of a team. A DJ Wagner goes 1 pick before. for us. That's crazy. Sure. What are the trade offers? No. The Sixers want to give us some depth wings. I mean, Walker Kessler's cool, but we don't want to give up. We don't want to give up Keegan Murray. I mean, because again, Walker Kessler off the bench would be fine, but Kuluk, Sandro Mamushvili, Tyrese Proctor. Do we want Tyrese Proctor? He shoots the three ball pretty damn good. 8 points per game. Doesn't seem like he's a great defender, but an okay defender. He's a 6'1" shooting guard? Oh, 6'4" shooting guard. See, the players we're getting aren't terrible, but we need to give up 2 first-round picks for that. Seems kind of stupid. Ijax and George Miller are both pretty cool. Honestly, getting the scoring ability of KPJ off the bench sounds kind of nice. I had the 13th pick to get a future Lakers pick. I'm kind of down to just get KPJ off the bench. I'm doing that. Aw, that would have been a good guy for us to get. We can still get Xavier Booker. Anthony Thompson, ISO Sniper. Jordan Smith Jr. Taj Ariza. I think there's a lot of like decent players here. Like this guy seems pretty cool, but Cameron. I'm sorry, who? I don't know much about you. Xavier Booker, not the best ceiling, but we need a backup 5, so I'm gonna take Xavier Booker. What are the Rockets doing? The Rockets trade the 15th pick and a second round pick for Andrew Wiggins. So I was offered Aaron Wiggins earlier from Philly. Interesting. Rockets are trying to fill out their roster so they're not bad after trading their picks. Did I just accept the trade? I don't know what the fuck just happened. No, don't trade Sengun. So I picked up the Rockets next year pick after trading for Sengun after Durant retired. That just seemed like that made sense. Because this is what the Rockets roster looks like. Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith, Reed Shepard, DeAndre Ayton, Wiggins, Nick Clifford, Malik Monk, Keon Ellis, Clint Capella, Christian Brown, Aaron Wiggins, and then they draft Holt. So yeah, that just seems like that makes sense. What's going on here? 19th pick for Ben Simmons and a future first. All right, interesting. You guys make some very interesting moves. We have pick 27. Anthony Thompson is still here. He is a 74 overall small forward. Mark acquired. Interesting. You seem like you have like the same type of play. Only difference is I can guarantee that you're a 74. I don't really know what Nicholas is, so I'm gonna take Anthony Thompson out of Georgia Tech. We'll go get us a backup. And now we're going to use our second round pick. Why not? We may as well just go pick up another player. Dylan Swain, 3-level crafty dude. Seems like a lot of the same type of players, inside outside slasher. D'Angelo Russell in the second round type of guy. Terry Teagle. Purvis short. 3-4. Fair 4, 4-3. You're like a John Collins, Caleb Gaskins out of Florida. He's only 18. I'll take an 18-year-old out of Florida. I think that was a pretty successful draft. Xavier Booker, Anthony Thompson, and Gaskins. 374 overalls. Why not? Take back all of our young guys. We're going to go look for a Maxine trade. Unrestricted free agent, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yep, Bucks and Warriors. Alright, nice. Donovan Mitchell would have been a sick acquisition. That would have been sick, but I can't make 53 right now. Yeah, I definitely can't make 53 mil. Alright, what are we working with here? Shingun, Xavier Booker, and Sharp will trade Renard if he doesn't want to be here. We have that figured out. We drafted Gaskins. We'll move Hunter back to the 3. We have Anthony Thompson, who's replacing 2. Interesting. We have a lot of bodies on this roster to try to figure things out with. I'm just gonna go trade Renard for like a haul of picks or something. A first round pick from Milwaukee. A swap worse with the Blazers. Yeah, I don't want to swap worse with the Blazers. However, I will trade him for the Blazers and get the swap worse from you. That, however, I will do. Oh, I can't. You know, if I gave up Pat Spencer, I can get an additional first round pick. Two Milwaukee swaps back to back. Pat Spencer, I know you shoot well. I know you got good shooting splits, but I'm not really getting anything out of you besides you shooting good threes. I'm not particularly getting much else out of you. I'm gonna do it. That now opens up the guard position for. So we got KPJ and Trayor. We got Jaden Ivey and Devin Carter. At the 3, Quentin Grimes and Austin Reeves. I'd be willing to just move DeAndre Hunter back to the 3 position for now. Maybe Quentin Grimes. We'll flip Quentin Grimes, or maybe we'll just move him to the 2 for depth in case of injuries, and then trade him next year when he's just an extra body. I think that would make sense. If we have any injuries at the point, both Ivy and Carter are capable. Quentin Grimes can play some backup 3. We have plenty of bodies at the 3. You're a starting 4. I guess Keegan Murray's now a bench 4. We have plenty of bodies at the 5. Yeah, the roster's fine. Personally, I don't think. Like, obviously, we can trade players and get higher overalls and stuff, but maybe Day'Ron Sharp is just taking a place that Booker should be. Maybe we can go trade Draymond to a team where he's going to be a contender. Because I already have a 15-man roster. I can use a mid-level exception. I think we go trade Day'Ron Sharp. That way Xavier Booker is a true backup. A top 3 protected pick from the Bulls is good because if they don't get the 3rd pick, if it's a 4th or whatever, I get it. And if they keep it, then I get a future Bulls pick. So you know what? We trade Sharp to the Bulls. Xavier Booker will be the backup 5. Cameron Boozer will be the 4. Keegan Murray will be our 6th man. We'll trade Draymond Green to a team where he can be a winner now. DeAndre Hunter will stay. Austin Reeves will stay as our 3. Unless we want to try to see if we can establish getting a better player. But, I mean, I think he puts up 20 points per game. We're fine with that. Jaden Ivey. Devin Carter for now is the backup. If we can't re-sign him, we'll trade him at the deadline. Quentin Grimes will stay the backup at the 2 behind Jaden Ivey. And then you'll be my 1s. That's the plan I have here. I'm not trading this Rockets pick to the Blazers for 2 first-round picks. Wait. Swap worst is 1-star. Swap best is 2-star. So we're getting the better of those 2 picks between the Magic and the Rockets. You know what, Blazers? I don't really know why you want to do this, but I am down for this trade. Unless I just completely misunderstood the trade. It says swap worse. Do I want the swap best or do I want the swap worst? I have a Lakers lottery protected pick this year. What do the Lakers? What do the Warriors look like? Oh, yeah, no, keep that. No. Yeah, I want to keep that pick. All right, Shingun, Booker, Boozer, Keegan Murray, Gaskins, Anthony Thompson, DeAndre Hunter, Austin Reeves, Ivy Carter. Devin Carter will move if we'll move Devin Carter if he doesn't want to resign, then Quentin Grimes can just go play the backup too. Well, we kept Keegan Murray the whole time. um, what's a mid-level exception right now? I know it's not that. I just want to see. Afford like an $8 million deal? We can. F it. I'll pay Michael Porter Jr. Do you have any offers? What's his best offer? Piston are offering him almost $10 million a year. I don't know if I can beat that. I can't. I'll offer you a player option. I'll get rid of these trade exceptions. Yeah. They got him on a budget deal. Crazy. Ryan Rollins is on a more or less budget deal too. Gonna go to the Hawks. We have about $9 million to work with, so we could sign a Dylan Brooks. We could not $40 million for by Lev Kubali. Yeah, I can't do that. But Josh Hart would be nice. How much does Josh Hart want? He's getting a 3 years. He's getting about 6. I'm willing to offer him 7. Big signing. We land Josh Hart. That's a nice free agent signing, in my opinion. We only can do a league minimum. Tobias Harris. Isaiah Joe makes this a little too much for me to bring him in. I can only take a league minimum. So I can take like a. I can't even take a Najee? What do you mean I don't have enough for him? That's a minimum. I also think I have a full roster though. I'm pretty sure I have a full roster right now. Yeah, I pretty much have a full roster. Alright. Well, this is nice. Şengün goes up, Cam Boozer goes up, Nolan Traore goes up, Devin Carter gets better too. So maybe Jaden Ivey's going to be the 6th man. Austin Reeves goes down to an 81. Okay. You being a 77 is fine. You being a 75 is also fine. I guess we have to move on from Austin Reeves, which is weird. Yeah, $27 million and he went down 5 overall. Yeah, I can't be doing that. We have draft capital. We have the money. Well, we have the contracts to move. We could try to switch Austin Reeves for somebody pretty good. I don't know who yet, but we'll see. We should have excellent draft capital because we have a lottery protected pick from the Warriors. Right now, they look terrible. So James Harden wants his farewell tour. But let's just take a look at what we have for draft picks. We have the Bulls top 3, the Warriors lottery, the swap best of the Bucks, a Pelicans top 3 protected, a swap best between the Magic and Rockets, and then our own first round pick. Even our own first round pick has value. I don't believe we're a terrible team. I believe we can flip Austin Reeves and our own pick and maybe get something. I don't know what that something is yet, but I think we can get something. I'm willing to flip Austin Reeves, our own Kings pick. I will throw a protection on there. I'll say it's top 5 protected. We'll throw our pick top 5 protected, Austin Reeves, and we'll keep DeAndre Hunter. We're gonna offer Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes, Austin Reeves, and our pick top 5 protected. Let's see what the packages look like. No, do not ask me to throw in an additional first round pick. Miles Turner's cool, but for $27 million, Sexton though. It's not really worth me giving up Reeves and all these picks, especially not you asking me an additional first round pick for that. So no, Moses Moody, no. We just drafted Caleb Gaskins, so I mean a multi-year deal of Mark Williams sounds enticing. But I'm going to say no. Devin Vassell is cool. Devin Vassell is very cool, but trying to fit him on our roster is a bit much. I do like Andrew Nemhard. I'm trying to figure out where he would play. Seems like the Austin Reeves market is not as good as I was hoping. So Austin Reeves is not really going to be the guy on this team, which is weird. That would be a weird. idea, because we can get value out of Austin Reeves. It's just thinking about how to use him. Swap best with Sixers and yet Ben Seraph? No. Zubac and Toppin? No. Give up another first round pick, get Trey Murphy. Um, no. Devin Vassell? No. Unfortunately, due to his contract, there isn't really a trade that makes sense. Is what it is. Is there anybody who right now is like, hey, I want to resign? A lot of not eligible. Okay. Okay. So Sengun, you're one of the best players on the team. You should have a higher shot tendency and a higher ball touch. Let's get that up. Nolan Trayor, same thing. We want you developing, buddy. Same thing with Camp Boozer. Keep those numbers up. Devin Carter, a little bit. Get Devin Carter up a little bit. Jaden Ivey, you've done well. Austin Reeves, I'm actually going to dump you dramatically because you're going to be an off-season trade piece. Kevin Porter Jr., same thing. Keegan Murray, you're now going to be coming off the bench, so we're going to drop your expected shots a little bit. Josh Hart, you're just kind of out there to be a bit supportive. You don't need to shoot as much. Caleb Gaskins, get your numbers up a little bit. We'll throw up your shot tendency to see if you can play. You're meant to be our backup five. I'm going to let you try to be a backup five and take some touches. Might not work, but whatever. So Nolan Trayor, Jaden Ivey. DeAndre, why is DeAndre Hunter starting? Hold on. Okay, not playing Booker and not playing Grimes is kind of stupid. We're going to play a 12-man rotation, but we're just going to lower the minutes. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're just going to trade some people, actually. I think Quentin Grimes, I think it's been fun, but I think Quentin Grimes got to go. He's a good piece, but I think it's just too much right now. I think we just have too many bodies on the roster. Trade back for Marvin Bagley. I don't hate the idea. Swap picks with the Celtics. Go get Sandro. Sandro's cool. We can just go back and get Sharp. Nice. Can we trade another player with him? I was kind of hoping that maybe some team would just offer me like a bad player in the pick. Honestly, if the Warriors want to just give me a future first, I'm willing to just give you Quentin Grimes. Like, straight up, just Quentin Grimes for that pick. No, I'm okay. No, you guys can keep Justin. I'm all set. But here's a second round pick. Yeah, I just think he was taking up a body on the roster and it wasn't going to work out. I like Josh Hart, but it's got to go to Xavier Booker. Keegan Murray getting 16 minutes is kind of ridiculous, but with the amount of... We're trying to develop too many guys is the problem. We are just trying to simply develop too many guys at the same time. Let's see. Bench utilization. Darvin Ham, you love using your bench utilization. It's just a different playbook. I like the midnight playbook. It's well more structured around shooting. It probably wouldn't benefit Sengun the best, but honestly, yeah, I like this midnight playbook. Let's see how this team does after like a few weeks. We're not trading Trayor for Colin Gillespie. Alvern 52, 8-12 and 2. All right, Nolan. What is your defense? Okay, maybe we do need an upgrade at point guard. Are we losing games because we don't have a point guard? We lost to the Rockets? Hmm. Interesting. Let's sim like another week or two. We need a point guard. We need a good point guard. I don't know what point guard, but we need a good point guard. This is crazy that we're this bad. We're in a position where we're just trying to make the playoffs. That's been a struggle. Oh, team chemistry. Yeah, team chemistry needs to go up too. We're at 60% team chemistry. Sengun drops 34. Reeves drops 38. That's true. We got a lot of guys trying to get shots. We're not really doing a great job at developing around like a one or two type of guy thing. We lost to a Grizzlies team that traded Ja Morant. Interesting. We're like close to 500. We're just battling to get to 500 at this point. We beat Shea. This team is very, very unique. We lose to we beat Shea, but we've been losing to a lot of the trash teams. Okay, we lose to Cooperfly. It's fine. How are the Rockets doing, by the way? 18 and 28. Okay. So we lost the first game to them by a lot of points. So, okay, why are we losing to the Nets? Igor Demon. 23 points per game. 60% from the field. Damn. Oh, they got Jalen Green too. Okay, Nets. Interesting. Do we have any injuries or anything? No. Oh, we picked up Drew Smith. Welcome, Drew Smith. We are a good team. We need another year of Boozer developing. We'll have Shingun, another year of developed Boozer. Maybe Nolan Trayor seems to be a good scorer. He's not shooting the three ball very well. We might need to consider a sign and trade for Nolan Trayor. We might need to consider it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, the Pelicans have Jeremiah Fears. What are they doing with Fears these days? Oh my god, he's up to a 90 overall. Shit. I should have took him when I had the chance. Damn. 20 points per game, gets 5 rebounds, 6 assists, gets the steals as well, better shooting splits. Is there a point guard out there? Nolan Trayor is only 21 though. So like, he also has another year on his deal. So I'm not in love with the idea of getting rid of him. But at the same time, I'm thinking about moving him to the 2 and then just trying to go get like a more established point guard. Jalen Tyson's nice. Cedric Coward's an 86. We don't need another wing though. Dash Daniels, Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs is nice, but we can't really afford him. Who has a 2.5 star pick that they're offering me? The Pacers? I'm not going to give you Nolan for him. No, I'm not doing that. I think we run it one more year with this team, and then Cam Boozer will get better. Shingun will still be a good running mate. And then I think Nolan might take one more step in this game. I think we'll move Nolan to the 2. And we're going to look to trade some bodies on the roster to go get us another point guard. I think we're just one more point guard away from being complete. I think that's the missing thing. Sengun will play our 5. Booker will be our backup 5 next year. Boozer will be our 4. Keegan Murray will be our backup 4. I'm actually perfectly okay with Josh Hart being the backup 4. Moving Keegan Murray to the 3. We can move Keegan Murray back to the 3. Hunter will be the backup. We'll trade Reeves. KPJ off the bench is nice. He has good shooting splits. He is good off the bench. Problem is, I think we just have too many guys that are good. We're just not getting our best guys enough touches. Drew Smith can just go. Let's just go package him for a pick or something. Do you have another team option? Are you done? I think you're done, right? Yeah, you're done. Um, I love the Sacramento Kings. I want to get a contract. Okay, so he wants to stay with the Kings. Okay. He's never gotten his three ball developed, and I think it's the same problem with Nolan Traore. Like, these guys just don't get their three ball developed, and they don't hit free throws. So Carter and Traore are both in that position where it's like they're good players. Like KPJ, we could make him a backup too. Is Jaden Ivey shooting the ball well? Like 50-40-ish, and with 80%, gets some rebounds, gets a steal and a block. They're all just kind of doing the same thing. Austin Reeves is just on a team with too many bodies, and he's making too much money, so Austin Reeves might have to go as well. We really just need that guard. I think what we're doing with the 5 and the 4 is perfectly fine. If we could just go get a good guard, this team is complete. That's my personal opinion. This team is a good guard away from being complete. Alright. I'll look one more time, but we finally have like a positive record right now. Oh, Shingun wants to resign. Nice. I forgot to trade Drew Smith, but who really cares? I mean, if you're willing to be cheaper at some point, I'm gonna make you cheaper. There we go. We get Sengun re-signed for about $40 a year. I mean, the Sabonis to Sengun swap is not terrible at it by any means. We also have some reputably good-looking draft capital right now. I think this year we can finally trade our Kings pick. We need to go get a guard though. That's becoming known to me that the guard combo that I chose is not working out. But I like what we're doing at big man center. Well, we had a positive record for like 5 minutes. That was great. We're just ending the year rather bad. Injury or something? Or are we just sucking? Nah, we're just sucking. Huh. That's all very interesting. Okay. Let's spend about 2 hours. We're going to take a break for part 1. We'll come back. We'll sim the off season. We'll take a look at what we got with the picks, and we'll see if we can create a team that can win a championship. We haven't made the playoffs yet, so that's a little questionable. Team definitely has depth. We have tradable pieces. We have draft capital for days. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't want to do this. Try that. The one other thing that I want to look at real quick is this. Projected third pick from the Bulls. That pick is top 3 protected, by the way. So if that falls to 4, we get it. If it's a top 3, it goes to the Bulls. Projected the 5th pick from the Warriors. I think that's a lottery protected pick, though. I'm pretty sure that's a lottery protected pick. And then from ourselves, no, from the Bucks, the 7th. And then from ourselves, our pick should be here somewhere. 15th. Huh. Damn. But we also have the Pelicans pick. We have this Magic pick. And I think we have the best between the Magic and the Rockets. So that pick should be up here somewhere. Anywho, we'll come back to this in a little bit.